Previously on 2 Past Midnight.
Harrison, you notice that his hands are all covered with burn scars and he's actually missing a finger.
Mr. Stan, what happened to your hands?
If Yuri is not eliminated, Yuri is a continuous threat.
And if we do stay here, we need to occupy different buildings because he will come with a plan for attacking this church.
My enlistment's up, sir.
I say we go. If we think there's an opportunity to take him out, I'll try to take him out. That's what I do.
We got Murph over on the church steps cleaning his weapon. All of a sudden, you guys hear a gunshot.
We should take bets.
On what?
Not you. You already know the answer.
Oh, okay. Hold
Of
on.
like who actually got shot.
Oh, before we start?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's me because if I know Adam, it's Delta Green rules, and I rolled 100, which is a critical failure. So if we're going off of Delta Green rules...
You rolled a 100.
Yeah. So I think it's me.
And Chris rolled a 29.
Chris, what do you think?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking one of my characters so that I'm not playing two.
You had an 85 and a 29. Who had the 29?
What if Brian plays one of your characters? We'll give him Murph.
You would sound funny.
I think it was Emmett as well.
I concur.
Yeah. All right. So 3 for Emmett, 1 for one of Chris's characters.
Speaking of narcissism.
I mean, no, you rolled a 39 for one of them. You did roll the lowest, so it would be a rational conclusion. Yeah.
It's a 29 is what you were talking about.
29. 29?
Yeah.
Did he roll a 20? Yeah, 29. It was a 29.
Yep.
29.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yep.
I don't know which one was which.
Adam does.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to open with a close-up shot of a sniper scope, right? We can just see like the side of a shooter's face. It's kind of in the shadows. And you can just see that the eye kind of open a little bit and blinks. Starts panning across. We see the inside through the scope now. We can see like crosshairs kind of going across. We see Emmett. We see Cole, Mr. Jankowski. We see Harrison. We see Murphy. We see Doc. It's just kind of like panning across as you guys have been doing the stuff you've been doing, setting up to mount the machine gun on the truck. We see a close-up view of the finger squeezing on a trigger, just slowly. Ka-ka! And we cut over to a scene. We see a woman sitting on handlebars of a moped going down a dirt road. And she's, Stanislav, what are you doing? Slow down.
No. Hold still. If your father catches us, he's going to kill me.
I know, but I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall off. Slow down. Just slow down a little bit.
No. Just hold on, girl. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
It's night out. It's you can see the stars out. It's a beautiful night. They're going down this country road on this moped. What does a moped look like, Jeremy?
It looks like an old Schwinn that has shoddily welded motor to it, and there's a chain running at a weird angle, and it looks all really haphazard, and the welds look ugly, but it works. It all works. But you can see the person driving it, Stanislav, has his leg at a really odd angle just to keep it out of the chain because it's not exactly functional. Like it's not ergonomic, so he's got his one foot up on the rail to try to keep it away from the chain as his motor's spinning. And the woman is on the front, and it's kind of shaking as they're hitting the rocks because he can't really see. And every once in a while he'll put a hand up on her back just to kind of steady her and make sure he's not going too fast.
We see it in the moonlight as they're going down this dark road, and they pull off into this field after some time. They're laying on this blanket on their backs, looking up at the stars. The woman says, or the young woman at this point, she says, it's beautiful.
How many would you like?
What? What do you mean?
The stars. How many do you want? I'll get as many as you want.
You're ridiculous.
No. Seriously, name a number. Any number. I will build the largest spacecraft to collect all the stars you should ever want.
What, here in Poland, you're going to do this? You're just going to build it out of the farm equipment like your chainsaw-driven bicycle?
You've seen what I can do. I can work miracles with machines. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Name a number. Any number. You want 15? I'll get you 15. You want 100? I'll get you 100.
She looks over at Stanislav, and there's just like this glint of tear in her eye, and she says, I just want one. Just one.
Just one? I can do that. One it shall be.
We hear another ka sound. We see Murph working in his father's shop. He's a teenager at this point, and he had like dropped a box full of baseball bats. There we go. And it goes bang! Just makes like this loud clang sound when it hits the ground. And his dad's like, Chris, what the hell are you doing over there?
Oh, sorry, Dad. I dropped the box. It was too heavy.
God damn. We got weights. Try lifting those things, man. Kid, we got to open up in like 15 minutes. What are you doing?
I'll get them all put back.
Get those bats over there.
I'll get them all put back. We're good. Just get off my back. I'm sorry.
Murphy takes the bats and starts putting them on their little display. And what does this look like, Chris? You describe it. It's your sporting goods store.
Picture knockoff Dick's Sporting Goods.
Wait, is it called Murph's Sporting Goods?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
The colors are orange and green, like the Irish flag. Lots of Celtics, Red Sox, Patriots, and Bruins gear. And then, all your sporting goods. Racks of bats where the handles slide in. There's also lots of posters on the wall. And you can tell it's fledgling, right? Bare bones, right? There's some gloves on the wall, mainly for kids. Hockey skates, but not a lot because they're expensive.
So Mr. Murphy's over there. He's at the register getting stuff situated. So Chris, get over here. I need you for a sec.
Okay, Dad, what's up?
It's a big day. And one of these days, all this is going to be yours, And I just want you to, take good care of it. And, sometimes I think you have a tendency to space out a little bit, if you know what I mean. I'm just, want you to focus. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I want this all to be mine, Dad. I've got other ideas and things that I want to do. And sometimes I daydream about those things.
Other things. God, kid. All right, well, for the time being, at least, you gotta earn your keep, all right? We hear another ka-ka! We see firecracker go off on the ground. We see Emmett with his with Keanu, a young Keanu, and we see his wife. Keanu's probably like early teens at this point. It's the 4th of July, and firecrackers were thrown on the ground and kind of ka 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 ka. And what does that look like, Emmett?
It would be a barbecue situation, probably a hog. Everybody's in shorts and their best Hawaiian shirts out there close to the beach. Emmett would be struggling with the fireworks, just all the pops and cracks. It's not a huge fan of all that going on. Be worried about Keanu. Don't be blowing off no fingers. Light them and run.
Kyle, you're still playing Keanu.
I'm fine, Dad. Don't worry about me.
You say you're fine until you're not fine.
You didn't even get the big ones, like you did the M90s. What? You can't do anything with these little thrackers. Watch this. I'm going to throw one up in the air.
Just be careful where it lands, Keanu. Just be careful where it lands.
Yeah.
We see Keanu kind of throw it off into the distance. It goes off like about 15 yards off, and he goes, ba-ba, and he like goes chasing down that way. He sees some of his friends. We're left with Emmett and his wife. This still bothers you, doesn't it? All the,
Yeah. Every single one of them makes me feel like I'm back overseas again. It's hard, you know. I know we're celebrating our independence, but at the same time, it's hard to shake the sounds.
I don't know. Maybe that's why your father's so screwed up. Come on, let's go. Let's keep walking. Are you hungry? You want to go get a hot dog?
Oh, you know I can always eat.
All right. We cut away and we see footsteps in the snow. We see feet going. And we see young Harrison in the woods. And him and his father are hunting. His father holds up a couple fingers after a little bit to get Harrison's attention and like points over in a direction. This tree line, as you zoom in on the tree line, you can see just these antlers come up and are kind of like moving behind the branches. And his dad motions to him and goes and points at Harrison, and then he points over at the deer, at the buck that he sees.
Okay, Dad. I'm gonna get my first deer, Dad. Harrison drops to a knee so he can rest his arm on his knee for better stability, and aims and fires a shot at the deer.
We hear "Ka-ka!" Right then, we cut to, we see a woman slap a man across the face. We bam! And we cut over to Cole, and she's like, "You son of a bitch!"
We've been through this. Sometimes I have to leave. I can't always tell you where I'm going.
Who is she?
There's nobody else. You know what you signed up for. You know what? Just take the kids and go to your mom's for a while. Just go.
Fine. Kids, come on. And we see like 3 young children going off with her. She turns back to you. As she's walking out, we see this lipstick sitting on a side table by the couch as she's walking towards the door. Looks down and sees it, picks it up, and says, "Maybe you could use this for your whore," and throws it at him and walks out the door.
The love of God.
Door slams. Ka-ka! And we cut back over to the village. What'd you guys think of that? Just real quick, out of all that's going to get edited.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig
That
it.
was cool, but Jeremy, Mr. Stan lost his accent.
That's because they were speaking Polish.
Ah,
I established that in the last session.
sorry.
That if they're speaking Polish, we're not going to bother with an accent because that's
'Cause
stupid.
it's silly.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm sorry, Jeremy.
No, it's like the audio version of
Subtitles.
Subtitles. Yeah.
yeah. All right, so back over to the village, as I said before, and this is where the shit's about to get real.
I can't breathe again.
Real shitty. It's real shitty. I was really happy with these flashbacks.
I didn't know everyone was getting a flashback, so when you started it with Jeremy, I was like, oh, fuck, why is he taking him out?
Because Adam's a sadist and knew that you would predict that. So
And I was going to be like, Jeremy, you motherfucker, why are you saying let's place bets?
All right, so.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
All right, so here's the roll. I'm going to do the roll in the chat.
Oh, fuck.
Now, once this shot goes off.
Oh my god.
Once this shot goes off.
Someone's head explodes.
Well, maybe. No, what I was going to say was there's a roll for each group, because right now there's two groups, essentially. There's the group over at the truck, and then there's the group over by the church. Both groups will get a recon roll to see if they notice where the shot's coming from. If they fail, they don't know where the shot came from. They just know that a shot
Unless your
went
character's
off.
now dead, he doesn't get a recon roll.
And it doesn't matter. And then it doesn't matter for that character.
Can you put that map on the screen?
I mean, it's mostly irrelevant because theater of the mind and bullets flying. But
I was thinking, like, if we take cover and move after the shot.
yeah, well, see, that's the other thing, though, too. Urban Operations has a slightly different rule on an unspotted shooter, so
It's bad.
it doesn't go into initiative.
It's real bad.
You can say what you want to do, and then they get another shot.
Awesome. We're bringing that unholy book back up.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna roll it. But before I roll it,
No, for crying out
should I
loud.
wait?
Such a
Do you guys? All right. Do you guys want to know who it's coming at before I roll it, or do you
I
want to
want to
know?
see the roll first.
No, I want you to roll it first.
Roll first. Roll it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it on this piece of paper, because that way no one's going to think that I'm changing it. So I've got it right here. So now I'm going to roll the shot. This is an aimed shot, called shot, headshot.
Two successes. Oh, shit.
Harrison.
Oh,
No!
I wouldn't.
No!
Now, Harrison was on top of the truck with Stanislav. So this is what happens. If he's wearing his helmet, it would reduce the damage by 1, which would potentially make it not a crit, except this weapon is a 3/3 crit, like damage crit range. So it's a hit is a crit. So I'm going to roll a d10. Chris, roll a d10.
Okie dokie.
And it's because the first roll was Murphy, the second roll was Harrison, because Murphy was his first character, Harrison was the second one.
Oh, 3.
He got a 3.
I rolled the 3. Don't kill me.
Well, it hits him in the nose. You still take 3 points of damage.
Harrison just got his nose shot the fuck off.
Yeah. Harrison just got his nose shot the fuck off. Takes a -2 to recon and to persuasion rolls. Kaka!
Sniper!
Recon rolls from the two groups. Whoever has the best recon of the groups.
B and a D.
Anybody see the shot?
That's what the recon rolls for. Chris, you have the better one between you and Doc, and whoever has a better one in that other group to the north.
I got a B and a nothing.
B and a D.
Oh, we all know it's not Emmett.
Yeah, we know it's not Emmett.
It's a +2 recon roll on both of those.
Okay, I'm a B and a D. So do you want me to roll? You said +2?
Also roll coolness under fire, Stanislav, and Harrison. Because you were basically in the same hex on the truck,
Yeah.
mounting the thing.
Phrasing.
Yep.
Stanislav got 2 successes.
Okay. You were not suppressed.
Harrison got 1 success.
Also not suppressed. To get his nose shot off, though. So, Cole, roll a recon roll, and Murphy, roll a recon roll.
1 success.
1 success for Murph as well.
Okay. You're not sure. So what do you do? Let's start with the group, the people right by Harrison. You see him, because as you see Stanislav, you see bam, and he gets shot right across the face.
Does he fall out or fall off, or?
I mean, he's not suppressed, so he wouldn't have to go prone. So
Stanislav is going to grab Harrison by his trousers and throw him out of the truck. So he's going to grab him by the belt.
Okay.
And chuck him out of the truck, out of the bed of the truck. So just like throw him down, throw him out to get him out of the way.
Okay, Emmett, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna post up at the back of the truck. I'm gonna take cover at the rear of the truck.
Cover which direction?
I would come up to the tailgate, so it'd be everything to the west. I'd be exposed west. I'd be covered to the east.
Okay. Harrison, what are you doing?
My nose! I'm hit! He drops to the ground, prone.
Mm-hmm. Well, he got thrown out of the back of the truck.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Then he's laying on his stomach, holding his face.
Okay. Cole, what are you doing?
Falls flat, goes prone, and slides up against the remnants of this building, taking cover to the east.
Murphy, what are you doing?
So his sniper rifle is field stripped right now.
Yep.
So he grabs the AK-47 or AK-74 next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Can he grab the scope by itself because it's field stripped?
No, because it'd be attached to the upper receiver.
Can he grab that whole thing?
Sure. I mean, if the whole upper receiver is like the barrel and the whole barrel, and like that's where the scope mounts is onto that whole section.
I get it.
Yeah.
So in his right hand, he grabs the AK-47. Left hand, he grabs the upper receiver and the scope, and he runs into the church.
Okay.
Cole would also grab the binoculars from around his neck because he wants to try to find out where the shots are coming from.
Okay.
How many hexes? So
you would only be able to move one in.
Okay.
Okay, so you move in. Doc's looking around. He drops to the ground, like tries to take cover in like the terrain where he is, and is kind of looking around to see if he can see where the sniper was coming from. He's kind of crouched down, and you guys hear another shot go off. Ka-ka! I'm gonna roll that into the chat again.
Oh, I hate you so much. I can't stand this.
You see Doc take a bullet to the dome. Boom!
9 is bad. That critical 9 is real bad.
Yeah.
Does that mean he survives for a stretch, or does this mean he gets coloring books for Christmas for the rest of his life?
That's 1 round.
3's a crit, yeah.
That's 1 round. Right? 1 round?
Mm-hmm. 1 round.
Yeah.
What's anyone want to do?
Do we get another recon shot with that second shot?
Recon. Yep, you'll get another recon, Cole, and
Doc ain't getting a recon.
And Doc's not getting a recon. And Murph went inside, so yeah. Yeah. So just Cole.
Same +2.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Cole, you're our only hope. Gosh, darn it.
Not pushable, is it?
You have no idea. No, it's not.
GM, did Murph see Doc get hit, or is he already in?
He's already in. Yeah, you're in the church. I mean, you heard another shot. So we'll say this: you hear another shot, you turn around, you look out the door, and you see Doc on the ground.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do? Who wants to go first?
Stanislav, when he chucks Harrison out of the bed of the truck, he dropped to a knee, and he just takes this big, deep breath, and he stands up, and he just starts looking around, and he's just standing in the bed of this truck, and he's kind of got his arms down to his side.
Mm-hmm.
And he's almost hyperventilating. He's breathing so hard.
Mm-hmm. Harrison, what are you doing? You're on the ground. You're not suppressed. You did take damage, but you took 3 points of damage. I forgot to tell you that. 3 points of damage.
Yep, I already took it off. You did say it.
Okay.
Well, he's got blood pouring out of the front of his face. I can't believe you got my nose. But he steadies himself, and does he have a rifle? Probably.
Sure. Let's say he has it slung because he's in a war zone. I'm fine with that.
Okay, so he just unslings it and rolls over on, because, oh no, he was on his stomach. Okay, so he unslings it and just starts scanning to the west, because he assumes that's where the shot came from.
Okay.
Looking for a target.
Yep. Cole, what are you going to do?
Cole is still prone. He's going to pull the binoculars out and start scanning to the east to see if he can see any flash or anything. But he's going to stay down.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to kind of peek over and take a quick look.
Partial cover.
Yeah.
Partial cover. Yep. Okay. So he's just peeking over top the low wall of that rubble of like a destroyed house in the middle of that village. Emmett, what are you doing?
Emmett is up against the back of the truck, so he's going to look up and see Stanislav, and just to basically assume that he's kind of almost gone catatonic from the looks of him up in the back of the truck, and go, "Hey, get down! Man, you go get it! Get down!" And I will stay in cover behind the truck there.
And Murph, what were you doing?
Well, Murph is torn. He just saw...
You don't have a lot of time to think about it.
Yep, but does he...
What do you want to do?
When he looked out and saw Doc, does he see that it's a headshot?
Yeah. Right to the dome. And he drops to the ground. But you see him like, like his hands are up.
Oh,
right?
He is moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's torn. Parts of him wants to get up to the tower to try to get a good return fire shot, but he's got loyalty to Doc because Doc mended him through this whole thing, so he's going to run to Doc.
Okay.
And when he gets to Doc, he's going to drop the scope and try to do first aid.
Okay. It is a slow action to do first aid. You can get to Doc in one turn.
So
as you do, another shot goes off.
I know this is the last thing you do in a sniper situation. It's Full Metal Jacket all over again.
Uh-huh.
But Doc just mended him.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
If he's doing slow aim headshot, wouldn't it take 2 turns?
And it's a moving target.
Yep, and another -1 for that. Yep. 3. There we go.
1 hit.
All right, so... Are you wearing your helmet?
I would assume so.
Not a crit. Take 2 points of damage. Roll coolness under fire.
That's a headshot too?
Mm-hmm. That's why I took a -3 on it. Coolness under fire. The other thing is, an unspotted shooter happens outside of initiative. Like, that's why we're not doing initiative cards yet, because it's...
Gotcha.
If you haven't spotted
yeah,
the shooter, we're not in initiative, which means, you know...
I got a fail and a crit fail.
That means you're suppressed. And you take a point of stress. And you're prone. So that's a good thing. But you're suppressed, which means you can't do first aid on Doc.
Oh, no.
Yup. Doc J is dead, man.
So you drop down. You're like, oh, fuck. It pings off your helmet. And you look at Doc, and Doc kind of looks over at you and goes, You can see, like, where the round went in, like, right below his eye. Right below his right eye. And he's just... That eye was kind of, like, filling up with blood. The other one's kind of moving, twitching, and then just drifts a little bit to the left, and they just dilate.
He's gone.
What do you guys want to do? Next.
Do I get another recon?
Yes, off that one, you do. Yeah.
So Cole was waiting. He had his binoculars up. He was waiting for the next called shot. He was anticipating it, so he's really scanning the area. He really wants to see this guy. But he cannot cannot get a beta. He flinches the second he hears the pop.
Yeah, you don't see where it comes from, and it just seems to echo across it. Ka, 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 ka. So you're not quite able to pinpoint where it came from. And what's anyone going to do? Harrison.
Does Harrison get a recon roll where he was scanning?
No, it's one roll for whoever has the best one of the group.
I'm getting pluses for you guys and still not doing
I got
it.
you.
Yeah. Because you guys are acting as a group. So we're not rolling 20 perception checks. That's not the way Twilight 2000 works.
He's looking for a target, just trying based on his ears and his eyes. And he's still, my poor nose. I can't believe. Anybody see this guy?
Emmett, what do you do?
Emmett is, without having a target, he's just going to stay behind the truck, keep his eyes open.
Okay. Stanislav.
Stanislav reaches up and he pulls the necklace out and he's just holding his ring and he's just, Brigida, what? Soon, my love. And he's just standing in the bed of the truck, just waiting.
Murph, you're no longer suppressed. What do you do?
He whispers to Doc, I'm sorry, Doc. Grabs the scope and runs back into the church.
Cole, what do you do?
Scan the area, just barely peeking out, still under as much cover as I can. But trying anything I can to find out who this is and where they're at.
Roll another recon for me. At a normal, not +2. That was the normal, not +2?
Yeah, that's my normal, just hitting the recon button.
All right. So you're scanning across, and you're like looking off to the east and whatever, and you kind of like glance back for a second over at Emmett, and just to like see what everyone else is doing just for a second. You like look back, and out of the corner of your eye, in that building to the northwest corner of the village, you see someone move out of the window.
Northwest, upper window.
But that's literally what you saw. Was someone was there, and you saw them move out of the window.
That's all I'd get out, and then I'm in a bad position where I'm in from there. I'd attempt to crawl west.
I'm gonna get me some cover. I don't want to get hit again. I ain't got no nose.
Emmett, what are you doing?
Well, after Cole yelled, okay, so I will double move basically up to the corner of the building and change my cover to that way.
Okay. Yes, Stanislav, what are you doing?
Stanislav, once he finds out the direction that it's coming from, because he was facing kind of the southeast, he immediately turns around and grabs the 240 and starts shooting at the building.
Okay.
Aimlessly? Towards the window-ish?
Okay. All right. That's fine. Roll your... How many ammo dice you want to use?
3. I used 3 ammo dice.
All right. Roll. Did you roll?
Nope.
I just want to know how many 240 rounds got used up. Oh, shit.
6, 11, 15. 15 rounds.
Nice. Okay. So, Stanislav starts just lighting up that building.
Here! And he's yelling in Polish. He's just like, here!
All right, so now we're going to go into initiative.
During this time, can Murph have moved?
The furthest he can move is 2 more hexes, because you're indoors.
So he's just deeper into the church going to the bell tower.
Yep. All right. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to deal a card to everybody.
How dare you?
2 to me.
2 to me as well, or 2 to Murph as well.
I know.
we got a 2 for 2 for.
This is where the camera really comes in. I can see I love your look.
I think Chris actually gets 3. So he gets 2 for 1, and then 1 for another.
All right, so all players are first going to get 1 because I have to do that first.
How dare you?
Fuck. Deal. Now this one's going to go to Kyle for your second card. And this one's going to go to Murph for his second card. And this one is Harrison's for his card. All right, who has 1?
Murph has 1.
All right, Murph, what do you do?
He's just going to move up as far as he can up to the bell tower.
Okay, so that would be 1 move to go into the same hex with the bell tower, and then 1 move to go up 1 floor. One fast action to go up 1 floor.
Understood.
So, yeah, so you're partway up the bell tower at this point. So next round you would be at the top of the bell tower.
Yes.
Who has 2? Anybody have 3?
That'd be Emmett.
All right. What do you want to do, Emmett?
Slow action, fast action. Can I double move and move into building? 2 hexes puts me at the building. Fast action to enter the building. Full turn.
Wait, what are you trying to do? Where are you going? What is your intention?
Double move to building and then enter building.
1, 2 get you there. No, you it takes a fast action and the movement, so you would have to roll another mobility roll to be able to get into it. So if you don't make the mobility roll, you wouldn't be able to get in.
Okay, but if I make the mobility roll, I'm in the building?
Yep, that's basically it, yeah. Because you wouldn't have enough hexes of normal movement to get in. Because it costs 1 fast action to enter the building as well as the movement to get in.
Okay, I get what you're saying. That's a 4 and a 5. That's a no.
Okay,
Ability
so yes.
pushable?
Yes.
Nope.
You risk physical damage.
Yeah, I'm going to stay right up against the building.
Well, I mean, you still have your slow action, technically, because this was still just your fast action. So you still have a slow action that you could then, do whatever you want with. Except for move into the building.
So I can't move into the building with the slow action?
No. Because it takes a fast action to enter the building and the movement to also be able to. Both things.
I gotcha. Well, then I will just hug up against the building and cover myself toward the building.
I'm cool with that. That works. Yeah, you're going to take it to the north? That's fine. That makes sense, because part of that building's in that hex. So, yeah, I'm cool with that. Okay, who's 4? Oh, shit, I know who 4 is. Never mind.
Can I guess who 4 is?
Sure. Who's got 5?
That was Murph's second one.
Okay, so 6. 7.
Harrison.
All right, what do you do?
He's aiming towards the window, that building, the window that Cole yelled out.
Okay.
Since he saw Stan, I saw Mr. Stan put some rounds into that window, so I'm going to squeeze off a burst at that window.
So you're going to just shoot over there?
He's going to aim at the window and just put some rounds in that window. He's going to squeeze off a burst.
All right, how many ammo dice? And then roll it.
1 ammo die. But the range is on the weapon is what, 6? So that's going to put it in what increment?
The second range increment, so -1.
Okay.
Yep, -1. All right, go ahead and roll your roll then, Chris.
1 success.
Okay, count up how much ammo you shot. Okay, 8.
8 is Cole. Cole would like to move and move. Oops, sorry. No. Move and attempt at mobility. Fail. And he will then move and attempt at mobility. And fail again. So he just kind of, he's running and flailing. It's not very good looking. He's tripping over rocks as he goes, trying to just run around corners and duck. He's got his arm in a sling, so he's just all kinds of wrongs going here, and he just kind of slides in behind this building here and just kind of throws his back on the building. He's out of breath, and he's just sitting there. That's the end of his turn.
All right. Stanislav
is going to put another burst into the building, but he's only going to do 2 ammo dice.
Okay.
He's going to shoot at the blown out hex. So he's not really... He's just kind of shooting around the building. 2 ammo dice. Here we go. I'm going to push it.
Okay.
1 success.
Actually, I think you did that wrong.
I shouldn't have rolled the ammo dice.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it was. Because you're firing blind into it, so you can't see anybody. I think you technically should have taken another negative on it. Same with Harrison, but...
Oh. Okay.
Doesn't get much lower. Oh, no, you were at a 10. So.
1 success. Came out the same. 1 success, 2 ammo die for... I don't know.
I'm saying I think it's more than 1.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, because it's target full cover is what it would theoretically be, so that's a -3.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Still 1 success with the D6.
Okay. All right, that's everyone's turn. So next, started back to the top of the order. Murphy, you are 1 fast action away from being up to the top.
Gets into the bell tower, and then
1 fast action.
looks through the scope at that building.
Okay. Roll a recon roll.
Straight recon?
Yeah.
No successes.
Yeah.
Can't push that, right?
Nope. You want to do anything else? That's technically not an action.
Well, he's like on a knee, right? So he's just looking over the... You know what I mean? Like he's looking...
I'll say that's an action then, because it's getting up into there and then taking partial cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. All right. So, yeah, but you don't see anything. Emmett.
Emmett is going to move up to behind this building. And the section out in the roadway, it's kind of rubbly. Does that make it 2 to get through that?
-2 mobility. Yep.
All right.
That means it's just a -2 on your mobility roll. So if you move through that hex, if you're going to roll mobility at some point after that, you're going to take that -2 because some of your movement went through it.
Okay, I got you. So mobility. So it'll be 2d6. Let's just roll that. Oh, that was only 1. That's 2. That's 1 success.
Okay, so 1 extra hex.
So that gets me in it, and then 2 more actions to go to the building. Right?
Yeah, but you don't have a fast action to get into the building now because you've already used up a fast action.
Right, but I'm at the building.
Right.
That's cool with me.
That's fine. Yeah. So you're at the building, and that's the rest of your action economy at that point. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Harrison.
He's just looking for the target. So scanning from left to right across the building. So I don't know if that's a recon.
Sure. Recon.
2 successes.
Oh.
You don't see anything. Colt. Are you going to do anything else, Harrison? Or are you just looking?
Anybody got target? I don't see him.
So then Cole's up next, so he'd kind of answer Harrison just with a short, "Nothing since I first saw." And then Cole's going to kind of skirt around.
Hold on, let me make a suggestion.
Sure.
You guys can do Overwatch on a hex. You can pick a hex and do Overwatch on it with your fast action.
I
right?
can't, but yeah.
Well, I'm saying you can. It's just not one of that building, but you could. No, but I'm saying, Harrison, you could pick a hex of that building and call Overwatch on it.
Okay.
And if a target appears, you can interrupt that action and then shoot.
Okay.
At any point, including next round.
So
Murphy didn't really have that option for action economy reasons.
So the window is here?
Yes, that was the window. And yeah, it's essentially if someone shows up in the window, you get to shoot.
That was the last known position that he heard, so he's aiming there.
All right, so he's got his sights trained on that window, and then we're at Cole. Cole, what are you doing?
Yeah, Cole's going to just skirt. He yells to Harrison real quick. He's like, "Nothing since I initially saw him." And then he's going to run around this building, do his initial 2 movement, try to get another mobility to get a 3rd, not succeed. And then he's going to just do another 2 just as he's creeping around the outside. He's got his eyes trained here to see if anybody comes out the back of this building and he starts to run away. So essentially what he's doing is just trying to cut things off the pass. Is Overwatch an action or is it free?
Our Overwatch is a fast action. to establish Overwatch on a hex. Then you can't do Overwatch, yeah.
Okay, so then I'm using I'm using everything. So I'm kind of here at the corner, and I'm doing the lean peek, and I'm just kind of looking this way. I'm not overwatching because I did not have the action to do it, but that's where my sight is at. Yeah, and Cole's still breathing heavy, and all he can do is hold his stupid little pistol out because he can't use two-handed weapons.
Stanislav is, at this point, he's got tears coming out of his eyes, and he just dumps a bunch more rounds into the hex above Emmett's head. Okay. By the way, this is a multiple story building. It's like 3 stories, so I should probably make you pick which floor too. So. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Lows, it's the 2nd story. Highs, it's the 3rd. Okay. So it's the 2nd story. Okay. So you're just dumping a bunch of rounds into the 2nd story. Full cover, -3. Yes. Okay. No successes. He's gonna push it. 1 bullet die, and the 240 loses 1 point of reliability. Okay. Emmett, had you already lost a point of reliability on the 240?
Yep.
All right, so reliability is 3 and 1 bullet. And count up those rounds too. Yep. Hey Brian, how many rounds are in that belt?
You have 64 left. You were at 100 when you started. It was a fresh belt.
All right. I started at 100. How many reloads are left on the 240?
I have 1 and a partial for it, so I have 114 rounds left for it.
So 1 reload, and yeah, gotcha. Okay. Back to the top. Murphy, what do you want to do?
Same thing. He's gonna scan through the scope. Still at the building, but I don't know how much you can do in a turn, but I mean, this is going to be his turn, is to scan the building and then the surrounding areas with the scope.
Okay.
So roll recon.
Yep.
3 successes.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, you don't see him.
This bitch leave?
Emmett, you're up.
All right, I guess I'm going in.
All right, so it'll be 1 fast action to move into the building, and then you can move 1 hex within the building with 1 fast action.
Well, once I make the fast action into the building, what am I seeing?
So you move in, and I mean, this is not exactly industrial. I mean, it's kind of blown to shit in here. I mean, there's still walls in places, and like, you know, there's some of it still standing, but to your east, you definitely see like where it's kind of collapsed and whatnot. What's left of the interior of this building, because it'd mostly been gutted. It's not like they were storing anything in here. But
I mean, I don't hear like anybody like double timing around the building or anything.
Nope. All right. Harrison, you're up.
Since we haven't taken any incoming in 2 turns, he's gonna get up and start moving towards the building. So you can only move 1 in that terrain, right?
No, you take a -2 to your mobility.
Okay.
So you still get your 2 for your initial move. It just affects your...
You just take a negative,
bonus.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, so it can move to here, and then a mobility roll at -2.
So you can move 20 meters to the north, and then what?
And then a mobility roll at -2?
Mm-hmm. Yep. To try to move further with 1 fast action.
B and a D. 2 successes.
That's 2 extra hexes. You still have another action. Either a slow, or you can trade it into a fast.
Mobility again?
After you move.
And
or before. That's fine.
Sorry.
Your next move is just 2 moves, and then a mobility move
that's
more.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
No successes. So
yeah, so now you can move 2 hexes, and then that's the end of your turn.
And can he take cover there, or is that it?
That is it, because that's both of his fast actions.
Yep.
Cole.
Cole moves 1, 2.
20 more meters to the north, along the back side of the west side of the buildings.
And that's just a simple... let's see.
Failed mobility roll.
Shocker. And then does he have the ability to overwatch like that?
No, because that giant rock is blocking terrain.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So I'm
because you can only see into that brush there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm going to do 2 more moves, another failed mobility roll, and I'm just going to sit down. I will be prone here between a rock and a hard place, literally.
Yep.
So Coles just kind of runs up. He just puts himself in a position where he's got a clear view of the back entrance of that. Like I said, he's just, if somebody's going to try to run away, he is not going to let somebody get away scot-free. Again, he's only got the pistol in his right hand, so he's just kind of got it, and he's just laying there with it in his right hand. He's got the weird little sawed-off slung over his shoulder, but he's not currently using that. He's got the 9. And that's the end of his turn.
All right. Stanislav.
Stanislav is going to dump a bunch of rounds into the 3rd floor.
3rd floor, which hex?
The one where Emmett's at. So he's just going straight up. So he's just like ba into the 2nd floor, and then he's just kind of following the muzzle rise up into the 2nd or the 3rd story.
Okay. -3.
Yep. No successes, 1 bullet die. He's gonna push it.
Okay.
1 failure, the reliability goes down 1.
It's down to 2.
Yep.
You know, if you get 2 of those on a pushed roll with that, it'll jam.
He's a civilian.
Can I smell the smoke from that gun for me?
Yeah.
He's going to melt the barrel.
You can see the barrel starting to droop. All right, we're back to the top of the initiative order. Murphy.
He's stuck doing the same thing. Where are you, you fucker? And he's going to scan.
Okay. Roll recon.
No successes. Nothing and a nothing.
Yep, you don't see anything.
Although he didn't see anything with 3 successes, so...
Emmett, what are you doing?
All right, I'm on the inside of the building. It's all tore up and blown out.
It's being pelted with rounds.
Is there an open to the back of the building?
No, to see into what's in each hex, you have to move into each hex. It's not open. That's why I was saying there's walls and shit in there. So, like, no, you can't see the whole 1st floor of the building.
Okay, but I'm just saying, I'm theater of the mind here, so I didn't know if like this was like a main hallway that just went across. So,
and that's what I was letting you know.
I will move 1 hex forward.
Okay. You do not see anybody.
Then I will stop where I'm at and put Overwatch on the stairs coming down.
Okay. That works. And really, yet again, for just like purely rules reasons, it's basically you're putting Overwatch on your hex. So if something moves into your hex, you have Overwatch on it. So just letting you know. So regardless of which direction it comes from, even if it's not from the stairs, you'll still get Overwatch on it. Okay. Harrison, you're up.
So he's going to move more towards the building. Would it make sense to go around the rubble or through it? What would be quicker mobility-wise?
Okay, you get to move 2 hexes, right? And then you take a -2 on your mobility roll if you want to move further. So if you end up moving through rubble, you're going to take a -2 on your mobility roll.
But it's still going to be faster, I think, just to go straight through.
It's up to you, however you want to do it.
Yeah, so he'll go 1, 2, and then mobility roll at -2. So he's going through the rubble of the building, trying to get to the building that Emmett's in.
Mm-hmm.
Follow your nose. Too soon?
No successes, and 1 is a 1.
Do you want to push that roll? You can. You just can't roll the 1 that you rolled. You'd have to re-roll the D8, not the D6. And then you will take a point of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't do that.
I mean, he can. And then he would be incapacitated from damage.
Exactly.
You can burn a coin.
Could do that.
But is that really worth a mobility roll?
No. It is not.
Let's put it this way. A mobility roll is the difference between you're in the building and you're next to the building. If you use another fast action to keep moving. Or you could always use your fast action to seek cover in the hex you were in and have partial cover in that hex you were just in. That's your other option.
So stay in the same place and take partial cover?
You could do that.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yep. So he's at the edge of the rubble. Taking partial.
Okay. Cole, what do you got?
Cole is going to sneak through these 2 hexes.
Through the foliage.
So he's essentially in the end thick, and he is going to overwatch
the hex just north of the building. The corner of the building.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Now, Cole spent the first night on this roof. So he knows this building because this is where he was first set up with the one chick in the very first night.
Nope. That was the tower. He was the tower to the east.
You're okay. You're right.
Because Harrison was over here in this building with
That's right.
Frederick.
Yeah, I was over here with the one chick.
That's correct.
Right.
I was in I was in that building.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If you put Overwatch there, you technically can't fire because you used a fast action to move, fast action to set Overwatch. You won't have your slow action until next round to shoot. But next round, at any point in that round, you could shoot, even if it's before your turn.
Gotcha.
If something moves into that hex. Okay. We've done this wrong in the past, and I'm trying to, clarify for,
Gotcha.
rules reasons. When the actions refresh.
And I would also be looking to make sure I didn't miss him already. Make sure nobody's left already, and, I can see somebody running away.
Yeah, you can roll recon, sure.
2 successes.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Stanislav, what are you doing?
Stanislav is going to shift to the right on the 3rd floor and dump some more rounds into it. That is 2.
2 ones. Those ones don't count as a jam until you push it.
I know.
Yeah.
Homie's a mechanic. He's no.
Apparently not.
He's also not quite in his own right mind, so he's going to push it.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
That is 3 fucking ones.
Chris's signal just dropped down to 1 red dot.
That tracks.
Yep. I hear rain outside, so I'm wondering if it's associated with that.
It must be because his knee hurts.
What do you guys think of this so far?
Friggin' tense.
Yep.
Fucking snipers.
Yeah, man. Snipers are no fucking joke.
I knew eventually we'd run into a sniper at some point, and I knew it would suck just this bad.
I'm so surprised Harrison isn't just dead.
Me too.
Like that crit roll being a 3. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah,
so much worse.
Yeah, the chart's not good. 5 is where it becomes lethal.
It's bad.
And then it's just how soon.
It's real bad. Yeah.
Yeah. But Doc was also the next one to take the shot, so,
Poor Doc.
Yeah. Chris, can you hear us okay?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right.
So
All right, who has 1? Who has 2?
I got a 1 and a 0.
Who has 2? Anybody have 3?
3's
That'd be
Brian.
Emmett.
All right. What do you want to do, Emmett?
Slow action, fast action. Can I double move and move into building?
Murph had 1. I know, Adam.
Chris, you're fired. You're very fired. You're very, very
I'm having
fired.
an issue here.
Is it with numbers?
I love the cameras so
One
much.
goes first.
I can't get rid of one of the windows.
All right, Murph, what do you do?
If you or someone you love is struggling with combat-related PTSD, please call 877-717-7873. Again, that number is 877-717-PTSD. Or you can visit online ptsdusa.org. That's PTSD Foundation of America. If you call, you'll be immediately connected to a combat veteran who understands those experiences. And if you go to the website, they have in-person groups scattered throughout the United States. And if there isn't a peer group near you, they have online peer groups. Again, that's PTSD Foundation of America. If you're struggling, you don't have to go it alone.